Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Baldur's Gate 3. I'm going to be continuing on that Warlock character, and today we just got a lot of moving and grooving. Doing a lot. The last episode was action-packed. This episode's got a lot of fighting in it as well, so yeah, strap in. Get ready for it, because it's coming. Without further ado, let's jump into it. It says I'm in the House of Healing morgue. It seems like not a great place to be, seeing as there were undead throughout the building. The morgue would probably have a lot more. Yeah, seeing as this floor is completely red, that would lead me to believe this place is infested. Time for a short rest? Question mark. So what do y'all think about how they do rests in this game? The fact that I can take a short or a long rest sitting right here, like,
Some rest's better than
it doesn't matter what's going on, you know? Okay, I really want to make this Avard's Black Tentacles work. I want to figure it out, right? I want to see what its deal is. This also trips me out, too. When I attack somebody and then they don't do nothing about it. You know, initiative doesn't start. What do I do? I guess, like, I kind of thought that was going to start a fight, but they ain't looking to fight, I guess. It's just like, oh no, tentacles. Yeah. Starting to think in order of, like, I need to attack with Astarion first because he's going to get a blast off. Big hit, look at that, 53 damage. And then I can attack with Carbrick because Carbrick will knock him further into the tentacles, but probably out of Astarion's range or anyone else's range.
Damn,
So,
it's good to be alive.
it's looking good. I like when a flow starts to be created in the gaming procedure. I think also,
Can't give up now.
I guess it does play into, like, being obscured and being lightly obscured, and you're not lightly obscured with the lantern that Astarion pulls out, the source of eternal light. But how come when he died, then everyone was like, okay, I'm clued in now. Now I see what's going on. There's been something going on this whole time, hasn't there? That's weird. But I feel like a light that bright enough to push away the darkness that deals damage to creatures, you know, should alert individuals within relative, like, line of sight to possible surfaces that would get brightened by the light. I don't know. It's unrealistic. I don't feel like I'm being negatively punished. I don't feel like I'm being punished for having the lantern nearly as much. I mean, I guess it is on my... Yeah, no, I'm not... I don't feel punished for having this lantern. I'm not getting enemies drawn to me, able to see me well. I guess they all have night vision, or dark vision, but... I don't know. My DM would punish that for sure. My real life DM would punish that. without a doubt, he is doing that. This is, I guess this is the power of, yeah, the tentacles, is it keeps those guys at bay, you know?
If this isn't...
I can handle this whole thing with Carbrick, I think. Just out of like, I should include Lae'zel and Astarion. I think that's why I'm clicking on him. But I think it would be much faster if I just did it with Carbrick, because he can be pushing them back into the tentacles, and all they can do is run at me. So, you know. See? He's got it. Got it handled. I missed that second one though. But that guy's not going to make it that whole distance. Like, these are zombies. They're zombies in difficult terrain. If they do save, they get here. If they don't save, they're taking damage and they stay at the edge. Now, this is where Carbrick will start to not be able to handle the situation. Just when they get this close.
I've missed this.
How is that an invalid target? Oh, must have advantage. I wish it would tell me why I don't have advantage. Am I not sneaking? Oh, I wasn't hiding. Never mind. I guess there were no rolls, but I thought I was hiding.
Just like old times.
I will ascend.
But in general, I like it to be more descriptive as to why I can't do things. Wait, why do you survive that? Oh, undead fortitude. When reduced to 0 hit points, regain 1 hit point instead. Unless caused by radiant damage or a crit. So I'll just finish him off real quick.
For a dull moment.
Nice. I mean, this is fish in a barrel. This is fish in a barrel type. The game also has to think. I get upset sometimes, but it's like, it's only fair. It's only fair. I wonder if they put some of those in artificially, just to make you feel like you're really playing against a DM that has to think about what it's doing. But then no, it's probably just my terrible PC setup. Or the game. Game taking a while. Got a lot of things to consider, I guess. What choices to be making. Good hit.
Shall we dance?
Yeah, yeah, might as well try. Is that still a... I think that was still a sneak attack.
The subtle approach.
I wonder
Can't even catch my breath.
if you get off a
Have to keep
sneak
going.
attack, like if you click it to be a sneak attack, is it for sure gonna be a sneak attack? That was a double crit. Nice. Oh, that guy's frightened. That's what's going on there. He's got that on his head because I'm frightening him. Which I'd be frightened too. Oh, he takes the damage. Very nice. I mean, don't even. Just let the turn
Let's
go.
turn someone inside out.
I guess, yeah.
Spill some blood.
Pop. 37 damage. Not bad. But now it's time to interact with this poison cloud filled room. I've been able to hold him at this choke pretty successfully. Yeah, that fight just cost basically one spell from my warlock.
Eager for battle. Curious.
So it's pretty cost effective, but now it's puzzle time. I haven't dealt a lot with this type of situation, so I don't know the best way to maneuver it, but I'm figuring out. I'm going at it tentatively. I know I want to get in here. I know there's probably some good stuff, some goodies in here. It's going to be worth it. But
I've got a long road ahead.
I'm tentative. I'm a little bit tentative. Yeah, I don't know. I want to get in here. I wish there was like you can wear a gas mask or it's, you know, something like that. It's like very telling that this is exactly what it's supposed to be. So good, smart, enter turn-based mode. I should really have gotten to like where I needed to go, you know, and then enter turn-based mode.
How?
Or where I needed to start from, so like the edge of where I can walk to, and then enter turn-based mode. But whatever, I can use Astarion, who's got his double dash, to get around, move around in here. Though I do think Karlach can maneuver more. Ooh, I found a vent. Okay. So maybe I can get over to the vent and disarm it? No, because I used both my action and bonus action for movement. So, downside. I do think Karlach has more movement than Astarion, given how far she can jump. I think Lizelle, maybe not Lizelle, because Karlach also has, like, I think a ring that makes her move further. Maybe other stuff too. And she's got her barbarian stuff that makes her jump further. So I'm thinking about jumping on that. Wonder if I could jump on that table to avoid the poison, because it does look like the poison's sitting a little bit lower. Maybe that's a thing. But it might just be like texture. The texture of it is, you know, Here I'm trying to get the zombie off of the vent so that I can disarm it, which in hindsight is stupid. I didn't realize that the zombie was blocking the vent from producing anything, which is why I have this little bit of entryway to stand and be without poison. And I throw him. And then this area fills up with poison. Yep. So, guess I'll just move that right there. I think that vase was there. And there's a visual trick that keeps happening. I don't know what it is, but the poison keeps coming and going in this area. But it's definitely still right here. Like, I think so. I don't know, actually.
Nuggets will be done.
Okay, so the cloud is still... I'm still good here, coming up to this.
What's the story?
Okay, can Carly throw this one onto the other... Okay, I gotta get on the other side of him. And then throw him. Yeah, right there. Yep. Get that. I'm figuring it out. I didn't know that Carlac could throw bodies. I never really tried, I guess, but I mean I had tried. 'Cause I tried to throw like bandits or some of the drow before. Maybe zombies weigh less? They're in the same weight category as goblins and halflings. Or maybe throwing a unconscious or less than unconscious body maybe that's easier. They allow for that. I don't know. I don't know.
Still alive. So that's progress.
I am intrigued by this new discovery, so I will have to do more testing later. I see another vent there. I don't know if the mini vents are something I need to be covering up. I for sure know that these bigger vents are the ones. Theoretically, one of the two sized vents is intake and one is outgoing, right? Outtake? Intake and outtake? I have no idea.
Eager for battle.
I'm trying to find where another vent is in here, but the cloud is too thick, so...
An efficient path. Handprints on the door there. Someone's been poking about, as these Faerunians say.
Not enough movement to get either there or there. Crazy. I feel like I'm right next to them. Oh, there's a vent right there. Not bad. That was relatively lucky. Oh, there's another zombie right next to me. There's a zombie that's a little bit closer. And then I go through my inventory and I try to look for, you know, just something to put there. Grab an armor, but I don't want to use the expensive armor. So I'm probably going to leave it here. And that works like a charm. This is easy. So now that I figured out the trick, now that I figured out what's going on, I can kind of talk more about channel and stuff. At this point, I've started to make a lot more shorts, and started to see the value in them. So I'm probably going to be trying to do more campaigns with the shorts and like release them alongside these narrative videos. Usually only though when something interesting is happening in them. Like the video that came out, episode 44, the one before this one, had the fight with the surgeon guy, Malice Thorm. And that was a very interesting situation that happened. And so I wanted to highlight that in a short and then show it off, you know, talk about it, and then link to that video. But I haven't really watched this video back, so I don't know if anything super interesting happens in this one, like overtly interesting.
No one's stopped me yet.
But probably, it's hard to imagine one of the videos in this area, in the Shadowlands, not having something interesting going on.
Soldier?
It feels like constantly I'm interacting with some new environment, some new something or other. Right? Super exciting. I really like how this game ramped it up. A whole bunch, it feels like. This game ramped it up. When Act 2 started, oh man, I guess I just had a huge start to the act with the deal with the Harpers. That made it really interesting. I think if I would have waited for the deal with the Harpers until a little bit later, it would have been more spread out, and I wouldn't have been, you know, completing as much. Dang, so close.
Honk honk.
So, it's just stuff that I think about when making this content. Yeah, I have a couple videos that I'm done making that are. I have one build video. But I'm not too happy with it. I don't think it's. I watched it back a couple times and I'm just not. It's not what I was trying to make, you know. And so I don't really want to put it out there. So that zombie over there is bugged. That's funny.
Bit of caution never hurt.
But yeah, so I'm trying to hone in on that type of video. That I want to make that type of content, because I have the one video that's D&D versus Baldur Gate 3, that video where I go into detail about the Isabel situation that happened. But I don't know, I want to make videos that are similar to that, have a similar tone, but more more fun of a topic, right?
Light on my feet.
And yeah,
Fit in my
I
pack.
was thinking that I want to mix together the two.
What's that?
Oh, there's a lever. I don't know if I ever figured out what the lever was.
What's inside?
I want to. Yeah, I've been thinking about combining the two different forms of content. The serious form where you're talking about something that matters, and then the fun
Is that blood on
form.
the shelves? Probably cold and congealed. Ugh.
More fun stuff that
Quite
is
the
like
list of characters.
build
But
video,
hardly my taste.
but I don't know. But more like crazy, wacky stuff happening in it.
Well, hello.
I don't know. It's gonna be tricky. I think to find. To find the balance of what I'm looking for. Just absolutely perfect. The minimum I needed was a 4, and it gave me a 2 and then a 3. And then it gives me the 4. Oh gosh, this game. Playing with my emotions. That's what's happening in this game.
Simple.
Does that happen a lot to you guys? Is that a part of the system? The balancing out system that they have of like giving you good rolls if you're on a losing streak. Whatever. Is that a part of it where you'll go up for a while, then you'll go down for a while? I'm more of a fan of artificial luck in these types of games. I understand the purists. I understand why they're like that, why they want the luck to be. I discovered all too late that I was making things much harder on myself than necessary. There was no need for such complex chemical experimentation. No, foolish me. I had to have turned to which has already been perfected by nature. Fortunately, my research led me to a carapace of the carrion crawler, which contains a paralytic agent so powerful I must be quite cautious not to breathe it in during my refinement process, lest I fall asleep at my workbench. And that, I think, is the poison that I've been getting from all these guys. I have like a bunch of vials of. I guess I'll read the register. I think it just talks about the different individuals that they're sending to this guy for research and the ways that they died. Etheric promised to find us a specimen, yet Balthazar provides naught but dregs for my research. A spleen here, a finger there, an intact head if I'm lucky. That bloody necromancer has kept the finest cadavers for himself. So Balthazar is a necromancer. Interesting. Ketheric seems like the captain, the boss, the guy who makes the promises, and Balthazar is the guy that fulfills them, but Balthazar is a necromancer. Probably shouldn't be in charge of nothing. Anything else that I gotta read before? Okay. Here's the blood bank. It's just talking about different vials of blood and who they belong to. So I understand why the purists want the rolls to be randomly generated every single time. But I think for a video game, I don't really want luck to be a major factor. Especially when I'm trying to have like a balanced, there isn't as much control as in regular D&D, that if I keep getting negative rolls, I can like have fun with, you know, the DM and my friend who, you know, with my friends, but my friend who's the DM, to create a funny situation that comes out of low rolling a lot. When I'm playing a game, I guess I could play with other people, but I still don't think that having a bunch of low rolls will create the same atmosphere as it does or on the tabletop, in the tabletop version of this game, in the tabletop D&D. So I would never elect for that type of thing when playing regular D&D. Never, ever, 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 ever. I did D&D Beyond for a little bit because my DM likes D&D Beyond. For yeah, he likes D&D Beyond because he can see what my rolls are, and it's just easier for him to keep track of it.
Tread lightly.
So I think he just likes that likes to know.
Let's go.
Likes the comfort of knowing exactly what we're rolling and when we're rolling, what the numbers lead to, helping him balance our DCs. Yeah. So I don't know if they do anything like that, artificial rolling, or if it's all RNG. It feels all RNG.
On it.
Feels pretty good. You know. But I don't know, so does this, to be honest. So does this. I have plenty of strings of low rolls in this game. And strings of high rolls, too. Happens both ways. Did she just tell me to shush? Damn. Okay. Fine. Jeez. Yeah, this most definitely is the room I should have checked first. I should have guessed it was going to be locked. Oh, but
Don't touch me.
I think I had considered that it was unlocked by the key. I wonder what that key unlocks. Maybe the entrance to this place? I'm not sure. Bided time. Time through bided. Where gains advantage on something. Not really sure. And it looked pretty bad, so I'm good. Yet another thing that's gonna sit in my chest and just wait to be sold. Oh, there's the living armor that I just fought down there. Down in the last episode? At the end of the last episode? I fought that living armor.
Step light.
Oh, man, that was a busy episode. The last one. A lot happened. Wow, it really did go from
Never mind.
fighting the surgeon, the Thorm guy, and coming down here and fighting the slimes at the bottom. Oh, I stood calm as Ketherick uttered his final curse and then withered. As my fellow harpers dragged his putrid corpse from the battlefield, I allowed myself to feel relief, even solace. A wrong had been righted, and an evil thwarted. Victory had come, but I had yet to know its true cost. The darkness shrouded the land like a vast cloak. It began as a chill, as if the claw of winter had gripped us. Within hours, every breath was a dagger piercing my throat. I hungered for air like a wolf hungers for meat, yet I could still get my fill thanks to my armor. Would that the men and women of Rythwin had been so well equipped. One by one they fell, only to rise as shadows themselves, intent on extinguishing all light and all life. The shadow hang less heavy in this place, but I still have to exert some effort to fill my lungs. What better to expend effort than to unite with darkness? My trap should keep me safe, or at least safe enough. Day 5 of darkness. The shadows ebb and wane. A torch flame is sometimes enough to burn them away, but no light can dispel the deepest of them. I called my familiar Corvin to my side, but he could scarcely take wing. Tomorrow I search, and not just for food and drink. I might find a scroll, or an artifact, or an arcane focus that can ward off this curse. Perhaps I might even find another survivor. Day 18 of darkness. It's a particular loneliness in these shadows. Corvin shows great affection when I call him, even as he suffers. Those few minutes are at least some comfort for us both. It is remarkably still here, and even stiller out there. I have found a few scrolls and books near the House of Healing, as well as some scattered artifacts, but they hold nothing for me. The only answers call out from within the house itself, where I dare not enter. I hear the moans of the anguished and the shouts of the cruel. There are those who make their home in the shadows, but I am no less alone for them. Day 26 of darkness. I called on Corvin yet again, but I cannot bear his torment, nor can I bear my own. Gray has turned almost to black, and the air might as well be molasses or tar, so hard as it is to choke down. All beings should walk free of fear, I was taught. Oh, if only I were granted such a fine fate. This is tough. This is tough, man. If only he had a magical lantern. Oh, that's it. It feels like there should be more. I was engulfed in the story, intertwined with this individual's life. Oh man, I like this stuff. I like that kind of thing in these games. But yeah, I do want to start sessions by going back and doing all the things I realized I had missed while I was recording these types of videos. Like going down into the pit through that door over there and seeing the entrance at the bottom that I just missed and didn't even look at on my playthrough. So that'll be good. That'll be good, I think. And you know, I am worried about cuts and having cuts in all of my footage, but not if it's established in like a precedent like that and not too much is happening. And if something does happen when I'm doing those, that's where I'll start the episode, you know? So I don't want to do major cuts in time, but if something does turn out to be fruitful. Yeah, I had a real big problem with the episode where I went back to the first region in Act 1 after going forward and dealing with the Creche. I didn't like how that played out. I didn't like that I went back and did the orcs and traveled around and uncovered some of the missing spaces. Or tried to uncover some of the missing spaces on the map. I didn't like that. It felt bad. It felt weird. And I want to kind of avoid that. So I did read in that thing that I kind of talked over. This is Avard's Black Tentacles. Hilarious that I get this amulet right after, getting the spell. It's just good. But it is a free cast of the spell once per long rest, which is really, really nice. I haven't been finding as many opportunities for Speak with Dead in this playthrough, or in this act. So it's nice to be able to replace that. Anyways, this is where they were keeping the jewelry that they were taking off of the bodies. That they said they were going to be taking off all the jewelry from the bodies that they were bringing into this morgue, or into the House of Healing. That's what it's called. Yeah, I'm gonna toss that on just to have a free cast of the spell. But morgue exit is this way. So the morgue is not connected to the House of Healing. Physically. I hate that I'm still kind of outside and that it keeps doing the shadow curse. I keep forgetting about this, that the shadow curse is a thing and I need to be within the lantern's light. I like that it gives me the opportunity to get within the lantern's light once I start feeling something. But I'm curious, what the heck even is the Blessing of Saluna doing? Is it doing anything? I thought it was supposed to be blocking the curse. I don't know. I do need to get my imp going, though. I don't know where my imp's at, but he ain't here. That's for sure. Okay, so these guys are waiting outside of the entrance to the morgue. So... I mean, probably just wallop them. I mean, these are for sure baddies. They're zombie guys. And I'm gonna use my newfound necklace right away, immediately. I'm gonna just use it. Good. Begins initiative.
Time for a little death.
Yeah, if once a day I can put on this necklace, start an engagement, and then put on the other one just to walk around with, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Maybe I can do it the other way around. Once per day I put on the necklace for Speak with Dead. I speak with the dead, and that way I'll have the recast of Speak with Dead just on my hotbar all day, and then I can switch to this necklace and use it whenever I want. Maybe that's the way to go. Maybe that's the strat. Something to think about while I'm figuring out what my strategy is for this combat.
Don't be shy.
Some may ask, am I regretting coming to the Shadowlands rather than the Underdark? Is that something I don't feel like I should have done? Maybe.
Cry about it.
Yeah, most definitely it is. The Shadowlands kind of sucks.
What's it gonna
I
take?
feel like the Underdark would have been cooler and like easier to deal with, and it'd be pardon my terrible joke, but it'd have been lit at all. It'd have been above 0 lit.
Where do I go from here?
But
With haste.
it's not like I'm not enjoying myself, you know, in the Shadowlands. There are some intriguing storylines. I do like that. I feel like I'm gonna cure it with the Oliver storyline, but theoretically I was gonna cure it either way by killing Ketherick Thorm, which is definitely on the list of things.
Go for the throat.
Yeah, I stabbed him instead of doing a sneak attack. Unfortunate for me.
This is worth the
I went a
cost.
little bit too rashly into that.
Now this is my happy place.
And now I can return to blasting these guys. Now return to your regularly scheduled blasting.
Blood comes easy these days.
Okay. trying to keep that guy, the ones who are a little bit lower, I'm trying to keep from attacking them because they're gonna get killed by the
Victory awaits.
tentacles. So I'll get the other guys down and then I can work on the guys who are low if they end up surviving. I doubt that guy's gonna be able to make it all the way over to me. If he knew the jumping technique and that all he has to do is jump out of this thing. They're all just stuck. I mean, I don't want to pass, you know, and I want to see this spell work. Right? It's working too well right now. I don't have any interaction. I keep blasting this dwarf, the shadow cursed dwarf, out of the tentacles and then back. She'll walk right back into the tentacles. Oh, that's funny. The shadow was in front of her.
Let's spill some blood.
And I guess took the hits. Nice. Take back out the lights so nobody takes any damage from the shadows.
Fury,
And
I am
move on.
death.
And I guess keep shooting arrows.
Bye forever, pal.
It's a consistent strategy, but does it feel good? No. This doesn't feel great to be doing. This feels unfair. That dude's just like a sitting duck. Okay, the Mastiff saved. Finally got that guy. And I don't know if the rest of them didn't save. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't save. They got hit by it. The Mastiff is still somewhere. I don't know where the Mastiff is. But theoretically,
My turn.
he's going to save.
I'm Fury.
And so I gotta get out my blades on these two and have them kind of stand at the front so that if the Mastiff shows himself, they can do
Ready
something
for another
about it.
round?
If he makes it all the way through,
Can't even catch
they'll
my
get to
breath.
deal with it.
Victory awaits.
She lost her rage. I should have sent off a shot, but eh. She dashed, and then I don't know. Did it work?
Blood in the air.
Kind of confused on what's happening. Oh, there's the Mastiff, and then the other two took damage.
Blood follows me everywhere.
And Carbrick wanted to take a shot at him, so
I'm ready. No escape.
gave him this opportunity. Starion got to get off a sneak attack. Love to see it.
Into the shadows.
Time to strike.
Put him up.
They both 10 and 8 damage. Oh gosh. It's working too well, is the issue.
This feels good.
One left. With 3 health left at the edge of the tentacles with no ranged attack. Hasn't made any ground on me the whole entire time. So,
Hungry for the slaughter.
oh, okay, okay. Did she save that time? I don't get when she's saving. There we go. Oh man, this tentacles move is busted. absolutely busted.
Action, not reaction.
Why would they?
Shouldn't have wished
You
to
know
live
what I'm
in
saying?
more
Why would
interesting
they
times.
give this to me? They're like, hey, you like Hunger of Hadar? Let me introduce you to someone.
I should rest.
You want them to be blinded or do you want them to be bludgeoned? Nice, getting more tumors. Fantastic. Why didn't I take the pie? Oh, it was moldy. Oh my gosh. I went to a Circle K. And if you don't know what Circle K is, it's like a gas station, convenience store. And they had moldy hot dog buns. Like, just sitting on their shelves. That's like a thing that they offered. In like plastic wrap. They had moldy hot dog buns. I wasn't thinking about getting a hot dog. I don't know why I was looking at them. I was like, never, ever, ever, ever would I get. No, okay, not never, but like,
The
it.
psionic detector is sounding. Blackith's warriors are upon us.
Ooh, some Githyanki warriors to fight. I could use some nice equipment. Yeah, heck yeah, definitely. Let's fight these guys. But yeah, no, it'd be an interesting day for me to go get a hot dog. I don't know. I just don't. There's something about it. I don't trust it. I'm more likely to get like a pizza. You know, I'm more likely to get pizza at that kind of place. A freaking hot dog? No way. Okay.
Long and low.
But yeah, there was like mold all over them. It was crazy. Oh, I found them. I freaking found them. And this is the situation where I'm pretty sure they would notice Asterion walking around with a huge, extremely bright light source. That would be like something that these trained warriors would notice out of the corner of their eye easily. You know, they're trained for this. This was not. I was thinking that they were like a mobile team hunting me down. They're just gonna be some warriors posted up like this every once in a while. They are a high level though. They're level 9. So that makes me think that I need to level up a little bit to get going. She's got Devil's Sight. Ooh, and repel. Oh, she's a warlock. Agonizing and repelling blast. Bet. So she seems to be the one to focus down. Should be cautious about fighting her up on this pedestal here. Or Christmas on the 18th. God, her stats are crazy though. That was, oh man, she had some good rolls on those things. Those puppies. That was that was an impressive stat line. Wow. Yeah, thinking about strategy, they're not close enough for one of my big AoE spells to get them all. Unfortunate, but I guess I gotta actually play the game sometimes, you know. Avatar of Vlaakith. This individual is an airbender? Or are they secretly blue alien? That's not an alien. I guess we're the alien on the planet of Avatar. The humans are the aliens.
Quietly now.
Okay, what's the plan? I'll probably just stabby, right?
Don't want to think about why my eye is itching.
Okay,
Best be on my way.
here. But I don't. Oh, it is in turn based. Okay. I was like, they're all connected. I need to. My alarm bells are triggering. You know, they need to all.
Sight.
Be separated so they don't move if I ever leave turn-based mode. I'm thinking I want 2 people on this one, and I'm gonna have Carbrick knock the one in between him and Lizelle off of this thing and down below, and then the next turn I'll use one of my AoE spells, so I can get Lizelle and Astarion to blast this avatar into oblivion. And I want to start using some of these poisons. Since I just got a bunch of the poisons, I feel like I'm gonna keep getting poisons. So I should probably start using them. I know. I am also impressed that I'm using like potions and poisons that I'm getting. This is crazy. Just on an average encounter. I was kind of expecting this to be a bit of a harder encounter, so
I won't make the same mistake.
yeah, 28 damage, and I poisoned them. I don't know which poison exactly I used. She does have Crowler Mucus. Is she paralyzed? Oh yeah, I think she is paralyzed. That was a big 45 hit. And then yeah, Biter, get happy. I'm sorry, that was weird. I'm sorry if you're like watching this video and other people can hear it. That was a weird thing for somebody you're watching on your phone to say.
What to do?
Or computer. You could be watching on your computer. Wait, see, this is why you separate them out, because
Turn down.
you just won't be paying attention. Ah, gosh, so good. So good. I'm glad that happened.
A purpose.
Proved me right. Okay.
Best think ahead or I'm lost.
Okay, so I want to blast this guy off the bridge here. Give him the old 1-2. I wish it would tell me, like, pushing does, what the trajectory is when I blast him. Maybe it does. Maybe there's a way to do it, but I'm not paying attention. Nice. Double hit. Oh, but it didn't knock him off the... Ah, I see. They seem to not be in a place that I can knock them off of. Yeah, see, that's... Okay, unfortunate. Okay, I did not plan for this. My plan is falling apart, but it's probably fine. It's probably fine. How bad could this be, right? I mean, he doesn't even know I'm here yet. Speaking of which, he doesn't even know Lizelle nor Karlach is here, so time to make their presence known. That was a critical hit. Might as well do another critical hit. 100% chance to critically hit. Those are low hits, to be honest, though. But yeah, I think it's worth the action surge. That way I can get her over to this other guy. Kill her and blast this guy. Stunned him. So now Karlach can join the fight, and it doesn't show trajectory, so I don't think he's gonna move anywhere, even though she has a 94% chance to get this off. And I should have lacerated him first, but you know. You forget things. I do extra damage if they're bleeding when I attack them, which is why I should have lacerated them first. I think they have a surprise round. Still, I think they're still surprised. I think this was a good ambush that I got off on them. There, I got the... For those of you that were like, don't forget about Astarion, I got it. I remembered. I had no faith. Right now, I completely forgot about it, but I didn't in the moment I was playing, so we're all good. We're all good. That's exactly why I do these. The way that I do this. It's because I like to have the commentary where I don't have to be thinking about all that stuff, but I would definitely forget if I had to be thinking about, you know, what to say. I would for sure forget that Astarion still had to fight somebody. And I use hunger so that those guys can't pull out their bows and shoot at us. I think that's where I'm going to be distinguishing between when to use one versus the other. I guess if there is like bludgeoning proficiency, like bludgeoning works really well against an enemy, I'll use Avard's, right? But if somebody's weak to acid or cold, then I'll use hunger. And then if I just need to deal a bunch of damage and I can make somebody not move for a while, then the goal is Cloud of Daggers, because I think that does the most amount of damage per turn. Though it does have a very small radius.
Up, up. Count on me.
Nice crit. I'll shoot this one too. Split them up probably. Another nice crit. Why am I critting on these guys? That was literally, I rolled a 20. Okay, well, and that one I rolled a 20. Okay, so lots of crits this combat. Why did I get a third shot? I don't understand. Oh, he's still in it too. He did use second wind, but it's not gonna help you. Just kidding, it might. I don't know. This looks pretty done and over with. I wonder, is the darkness giving them the shadow curse if I'm putting them in the middle of the hunger? Is that giving them the shadow curse? Oh, that guy parried me. That sucks.
Time for a new approach.
But that'd be something to take into consideration. Using darkness to give them... So those arrows of darkness, using those on enemies that aren't immune to the shadow curse, like these guys, because these guys are still alive, right? They're not yet taken over by the shadow curse. That's something to take into consideration. Oh man, are some of the is one of these fights at the end of it? Are they just gonna like come back to life as undead? That would suck.
Taking position.
Am I foreshadowing to something that's happening in the future? No, I have no idea. I had this void bolt burning a hole in my pocket, and I've found a small opportunity to use it. Putting them back. Yeah, I think that did give him the shadow curse. Awesome.
Never a dull moment.
Just toying with him. Really high rolls. Nice. Pushing them around. They're like
Watch this.
stuck, you know? They're in like a blender. Got him. Got him.
alerted us to the hunters.
Yeah, that was good. Say, hey, beware, they're coming for you. And with that, we have the end of the episode. So thank you very much for listening along. Thanks for hanging with me on chilling, playing video games, talking about them, and other stuff. But I'll see you in the next one.